So a lot of the work that I do is around communities and how communities work on the problems that impact them. And so one project that I'm particularly connected to is the work around food deserts. And so I've worked with community groups in order to develop plans on how they would um, uh, address the issue of food insecurity. And one of the things that causes food insecurity is the lack of businesses and opportunities to get fresh fruits and vegetables in your community. And in some communities, some marginalized communities, we see that because of the business models of grocery stores, that the grocery store that they may have had 20 or 30 years ago has moved out of the community. And therefore, people in some marginalized communities have to travel miles in order to get fresh fruits and vegetables. And we know that that has an impact, or there's a correlation between that and having a healthy lifestyle. So I've worked on a lot of those projects, and I found out something interesting. Let me give you an example. There was one project that I worked on with a group, and they were trying to offer solutions to food insecurity. And so I came to them with my expertise in entrepreneurship. And I was supposed to help them through that process of developing their business model into the launch of their idea. The problem is there was this difference between how I saw my role and what the people from the community saw as my role. And they saw me as this, this person who has all of this book knowledge from the university, and they had a negative view of that. So, of course, when I came and I said, I'm Dr. Chanel James and I'm coming into the community, because they didn't have a relationship with me, there was a tendency on their part to discount what I could really do in terms of helping them reach their goals. So there was this distance between me as this researcher helping and this person trying to help them come up with good solutions, and them, the people in the community who had to live day to day with the problem. And so one of the things I know for the sustainable entrepreneur is that you have to really understand stakeholders and the multiple stakeholders that are possibly in existence, and any ecosystem is important. And so I want to talk about the role of embeddedness here, because in order to be a leader who works in sustainable entrepreneurship, particularly as a leader who's trying to get together lots of resources that may be limited, and you're trying to create partners, that you really need a sense of embeddedness. Meaning that you're not just going in to kind of drop knowledge and then go away, but that you are willing to be a part of the community as they develop the response that is appropriate for them. So what does it mean to be a part of the community? How do you come together with the community to help decide on goals for any project? Even as an entrepreneur, how are you a part of that? How do you show respect for the knowledge that is already available in the community, right? And that is, how does the work impact not only the people that you're serving, but you? And do you have good understanding of how to explain that is embeddedness? And so we're going to talk about what embeddedness means here. And throughout the semester, I'm going to ask you, what is the impact of your actions or your thoughts in terms of how it allows you to be embedded in the community? A part of embeddedness is building social capital. with the people who are involved. A part of embeddedness is listening, not only thinking your thoughts about what should be a good solution, but listening. And so, again, we're going to leave this class with a toolkit. The one thing that I'm hoping that I can make sure every student understands is that when you're working in communities around sustainable entrepreneurship, you will come across many experts. And the experts may possibly be the people that you're going to serve with your sustainable solution. And so to be embedded means that you understand the value of the knowledge of the experts, the lived experts in the community around you. And so leadership says, how do I manage with, around, and in a community or within a solution so that I become a part of the system that works and that I become a part of what makes sustainability last. You have to remember, if the community or organization reject you, that might also means they reject any of the solutions you may come up with. So a part of the role of the sustainable entrepreneur is to understand how and when and the impact of being embedded not only in the community but also being embedded in the problems that they address. So here we go, talking about embeddedness.
So I wanted to take a little bit more time to talk about what this embeddedness means. This Dufay's article on embeddedness as a facilitator for sustainable entrepreneurship. The embeddedness allows the entrepreneur to do the work that they want to do because it is actually the community that constrains the entrepreneur or enables them to do the work that they can do. So without their permission, the permission of the stakeholders in the community, the sustainable entrepreneur can't be successful. So it is important that they learn to be embedded, to develop the right relationships so that they can have an impact on the community.